Hello everyone. Today I make this video for explaining the notes of class 6th geography chapter 1 representation of geographical features. So in this video we'll see all the short and long answers and other exercise of our textbook. So let's start the video. So let's start with the short answer questions. What is a globe? Globe is a small model of the earth. It represents the spherical earth on a small scale. Second one, what is a map? The representation of the earth's surface or a part of it on a flat surface according to a scale is called a map. Define scale. The ratio between the distance on the map to the actual distance on the ground is called the scale of the map. Now the fourth question. Name the cardinal points with their intermediate direction. So here in this answer we'll write it in two ways, cardinal directions and intermediate direction. Cardinal directions are east, west, north and south. Intermediary directions are northeast, northwest, southeast and southwest. Question number 5. What are anticline and syncline? The arches or of a fold are known as anticline. So you can write here arches of a fold are known as anticline. You can remove that or, it is not necessary. Either you write the arches or fold or arches of a fold are known as anticline. The trough of a fold are known as syncline. Now, sixth question. What are the elements of a map? The elements of a map, 6 elements are given. For 1 mark question, you can write 4, and 1.5 mark question, you can write all the 6. Title, direction, scale, conventional signs, colors, key, and legend are the different elements of a map. Next question is, what are parallels of latitude? The imaginary lines drawn on the globe or map in east-west direction are called parallels of latitude. Meridians of longitude. The imaginary lines drawn on the globe in north-south direction are called meridians of longitude. In your textbook only 5 questions are given, but we have added more questions so that when we prepare question and when we learn, you can learn more and you can you'll get more knowledge about that. And very just 2 chapters are only there for your exam, so some questions are added. Now we will move on to the answer in detail. First question of answer in detail. What are the different types of maps? So if this question is coming for your exam, only 3 points are necessary. You can write any 3 types of map, either political, physical, thematic, or you can remove thematic and write topographical, like that. Any 3 types of map you can write and explain. And the first one is political map. It shows the boundaries of countries, states and district. Physical map, it shows the landforms and water bodies on the earth's surface. Thematic map, it shows the distribution of crops, minerals, etc. in a region. Topographical map, it is a representation of natural and man-made features like local forms and water bodies, roads, etc. Okay, local landforms, water bodies and roads. So these are the 4 important types of map. You can write any 3 for your exam. Next one is explain the importance of maps. Here 3 points are given. Your short long answer questions are all usually coming in 3 marks, so you can write all the 3 points. They are usually useful for travelers. They provide us accurate information about places. Maps are easy to understand and handle. That is the importance of maps. Now, what are the 3 ways by which map scale are represented? Map scale, how it is represented. 3 map scales are given. Verbal statement method, it is the method. The scale is stated in words. Numerical fraction method. In this method, the scale is shown in fraction. Like you have, fraction 1 by 2, 1 by 4, like that. It is given in a fraction method. 1 by 100, that means that 1 centimeter on the map is equal to 100 centimeter on the ground, or it can be given as kilometer also. So it is represented as in fraction form. Third one is geographical or linear scale method. In this method, the scale shown through a straight line. So in a graphical or a linear scale method, the scale is shown in a straight line. Fourth question, what are conventional signs and symbols? Why are they used? The colorful signs and symbols used to show natural and man-made features on the map are called conventional signs. They help us to read and understand the information given on a map easier. So it helps us to read and understand the information given on a map, and it helps us, or it makes our map reading easier. So that is the fourth answer. It's only of 2 points, and 3 marks also. You can write this 2 points. It's of two questions, and one have each question is of 1.5 mark. Next one is define meander and delta. Meander, the S-shaped loops or curves on a river is known as a meander. Delta, the triangular tract of land at the mouth of a river is known as a delta. So here these are the long answer questions. Now we'll move on to the next one, that is give reason. Give reasons. 2 questions are there. So it can be asked like a map is more accurate than a globe. Give reason or why. Like that question can be asked. Map is more accurate than a globe because it is drawn according to a scale, and it also provides more information about the large area. Second question, why is the verbal scale not popular as linear scale? Verbal scale is not popular because it does not give the accurate measurement. So this is the reason. So these 2 questions are coming under the category of give reasons. Now the next one is very important portion, differentiate between the following. For your exam also a portion is there for the differentiate between. So here difference between tributaries and distributaries, large scale map, small scale map, and sketch and plan is there. 3 questions are there, so you have to learn it properly. The first one is the difference between tributaries and distributaries. Tributaries they are small rivers which join with large river. Distributary, they are small river channel that separate from a large river. Now the second difference is tributary, they increase the volume of water in the river. Distributary, they decrease the volume of water in the river. Now the next one is large scale map and small scale map. First one is large scale map. They show a small area in great detail, and small scale map they show a larger area in less detail. Large scale map they provide details of cities, towns and villages. Small scale map they provide details of countries, mountains, plateaus, etc. Now about the sketch and plan. Sketch, it is not drawn as per scale. A plan, it is drawn on scale. Sketch, it is a rough drawing based on observation and memory. But plan, it is a detailed drawing of a small area. So here our differentiate between is over. Now the next one is fill in the blanks. In your textbook, fill up questions are given, and let's discuss the answers of those questions. First question is, dash is an important component of any map. Direction is an important component of every map. Distance also you can write, and direction also you can write. The second one is a collection of different types of map in the form of book is called as an atlas. A collection of different types of map in the form of book, it is atlas. A representative fraction, RF stands for representative fraction. Fourth one is a downfold or the trough of a fold are known as syncline. Fifth one is the place where the tributaries join the main river is called the confluence. So these are the 5 questions. So the first one answer is direction, atlas, representative fraction, syncline and tributary. So you can write it in your textbook. Along with that you can learn it and prepare for the exam. Now let's see the fill up true or false questions. Now let's see here. Second question, that is write A for agree and D for disagree. So this question we have changed as true or false question. So you can instead of writing agree and disagree, you can write true and false for this questions. So the first question is, a map is a flat symbolic representation of the earth. It's true. Second question is, there are five directions which are commonly used as cardinal points. It is false. Only four directions are there. So second answer is false. Third question is, maps are bulky and therefore difficult to carry and keep. Maps are not bulky. Globe is bulky. So the third answer is false. Fourth question is, the ratio between the map distance and the ground distance is called the scale of the map. It is true. And the fifth question is, the Yamuna is the distributary of the Ganga. It is a tributary, not distributary. So the fifth answer is false. So these are the exercise questions. In the first it's when notes are given there, it is written as globe and map. So I have given the details again. It is the presentation of geographical features. So it's the answer of that same chapter. So you can learn that, you can write that and learn and prepare for the exam. If any doubts are there, you can ask through the comment box, and whatever doubts you ask, I'll be answering for that. So you can ask it through the comment box. Thank you.